Hello, everyone. Honestly, I'm sure from my title, you've already seen what this video is going to be about. It's about vote buying. And I will tell you something. I have a very controversial take on this whole thing because for me, I'm a very pragmatic person. We live with it, the way we see our society and the way it is, as long as you're not breaking the law. And for me, I'm very particular about following things the way they're supposed to be. If the law says this, follow it through. But then at the end of the day, you then are being affected by people who actually don't follow this law. I'm talking about, okay, let Aisha calm down. I'm going to show you a video at the end of this, my video where Mr. Fayoshe was talking about what they are doing in the what they are doing in Ekiti State and how their votes are being bought. There are also reports, a lot of people have alleged that, votes are being bought. He showed a particular video, you see the video when you see it, where he's talking about that PVCs were collected, from people and they are being given to people. Recently when they did that first round of registration, INEC registration, all of a sudden the Southwest had the highest numbers in terms of over 2 million something in terms of registration, according to the report that INEC, brought in. Some of them, the other regions had very small numbers, except for Southwest. And you're looking at it and say, okay, what's going on? What's being done? But anyway, that's not even the main cross of why I'm doing this video today. My main issue is on the issue of vote buying. As far as I'm concerned, please, vote buying should be decriminalized in Nigeria. It is not serving any purpose other than punishing the law-abiding ones and putting them at a disadvantage. When I say this thing, like when you're having conversation in rooms and I mention that, people always like the way I say, look, if there's allow vote buying, so that candidates know at the end of the day, when you get to the poll, you are going to pay for this vote. If I know I'm going to go to the poll and pay for this vote, there's no need that I will waste money, waste energy, resources and everything doing campaigns, doing all of those expensive whatever, using money, meeting people, town halls, holding meetings all the time, traveling all around to go and meet people to take their issues and whatever, putting billboards. You know how it is, expensive, spending money on your campaign. Then you now come at the end of the day, the monies that you say you've done policy, apart from money, time, your energy, putting everything together, you do all of these things, you put them down, then you now come to the polling unit. Someone will just sit down and just be paying 5,000, 10,000, 10,000. If we know that in Nigeria you can buy vote, there's no need that will be wasting that money. I'll keep my money as a candidate. On election day, I'll go and sit down while people will be there sitting down. How much? Now 10,000 I get, or now 5,000. They sell, they sell. If you say no, they sell. Keep my vote. Keep my money. I know that then the ones that are going to buy, then they go on and buy. Because at the end of the day, the reason why I'm saying this, these people are doing it anyways and brazenly. EFCC, the equal in EFCC, we have this thing will be blindfolded when it is happening. Then they know the ones that will be used as what do you call it now? What do you call this thing? The ones that they will use as suspect, the one that they will arrest. I don't even know whether anybody used to follow that case to know whether those people are actually prosecuted or not. But at the end of the day, the damage has been done. So if people say they want to sell their vote, no wahala. Me, you finish selling your vote, I go home and sleep. You call me, hello, my daughter is sick, we can't pay house rent. I'll say the people you sold their vote will go and meet them. They're the ones that are supposed to solve your problem so that you don't need this. Because it is one thing, you're spending your money, you're spending your energy, you're spending away your health, you're spending away your mind, your everything, putting it down, and then doing all the right things that are supposed to be done. And then some people will sit down and they just buy. So if it is buying, Biko, can you kindly decriminalize? After all, a whole crime like forgery was not made a crime again in the political thing. If you want to go and sue anyone, the grant for suing for election, a forgery is no longer in it. So kukuma decriminalize vote buying. Let it be. Let the law be silent on it. If you buy oho, you want to buy oho, you don't want to buy. If anybody that is foolish enough to sell away their what do you call it, their destiny for 4 years, fine and good. There are some that will say yes, they don't because they are very hungry. Some, yeah, you see, they are very hungry. For most of people, they don't see tomorrow. They don't see their tomorrow. They don't know they are going to have any tomorrow. So for them, what they have today is what they have today. They are going to sell it and that's it. You understand? For them, they don't care and all of that. It's okay. When you finish selling, no wahala, you come and enjoy the suffering. Now we will say okay, no wahala. Okay, for those who understand. For the others, let's sit down. Because you see, one of the problems we also have is this mentality we have that people are always carrying people's problem. That is the biggest problem we have in Nigeria. You see this black tax issue. And what can I do now? Everybody wants to play God. Everybody wants to, if they say smart thing, people start donating money. But tell them to come and donate money for somebody that can get into office or give them good governance so that they won't need to do those. You know, they will if the person doesn't have money, let him not do politics now. If the person doesn't have money, let them not do politics now. And then you say, somebody say, they want to play God and government. No wahala. It will reach everybody. But please, on this issue, I think we need to have a conversation on this vote buying because it is the people who are law abiding that are suffering, that are being made to suffer on this vote buying issue. Thank you so much for watching.
No party can win election in Nigeria. I repeat, no party, no election can change this government. Look at what they've done in Ekiti. They said people that didn't collect their voters card, they are only 30,000. They are more than that. They are over 400,000. What they did, they now gave the cards to APC. You know, the same way Lere Wike's essay enter INEC server, brought out EK's details. They have entered in Ekiti, collected on the voters card that were abandoned. They now got non-indigens from the states. They now gave them 20,000 to be using the cards to vote. Watch it. You are watching it. You are seeing APC. You see bar on their cap. So now these are non-indigens from Ekiti. Non-indigens. So INEC gave APC the cards that people didn't collect. They are now sharing the cards to non-indigens and giving them 20,000 with it to go and vote. Even though the picture is not their picture. It's only the card. They will just go there and use the card. Even the thumb printing does not work. They've removed that. So you can see why Boko Haram, banditry, kidnapping keeps growing in our country. Because good people that are meant to change our fortune are being rigged out. Look at this. Does this make sense to you? You are sharing cards to non-indigens. Cards that are supposed to be in custody of INEC. You are now sharing them to non-indigens to go and vote. Suddenly, Ikere, that is the second largest, does not produce the second largest vote anymore. They've changed it on their server. So areas that they want to use those cards, their voting strength don't shoot up. Bam! Because they don't go collect your uncollected cards. They don't go collect them, and they are sharing it with 20,000 for people to vote in our states, and they are not registered. So you can see why Nigeria no feel good. Election cannot change governments in this country. I swear to God. Because if we are like this, Omo, Otibaluje, the country is gone. INEC, shame.